Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to MagHub Monday, the show where we talk about everything related to MagHub, publishing, and sales. I'm your host, Nick Patero, and today we're talking about the 9.4 update, which was rolled out the second Tuesday of July, which was actually about 2 weeks ago now. Sorry I missed last week's video. This is going to be a double feature, so stay tuned. Not in the same video, separate links. You already know that. Anyways, two things that we updated this release that you might be interested in learning about is how we updated service sale goals by category. So sales goals by category, which allows you to really kind of segment in and tell your team where you want them to be focusing. Previous to this, we managed all of it by individual service item, which was way too granular. Nobody could manage that. So we rolled everything up by service category, and that way you'll get all of the new impression and slot-based advertising sales rolling up into those categories too, to make it really, really easy and consolidate some of those older, not as usable reports. So second thing that we did is not a huge change, but you might be interested to learn about what we did with the menu structure. We tried to make things a little bit more intuitive by calling what you would be selling a product inside the menu, and we'll get to that as well. Again, not a huge change, but for those new users, as you get them into the system, it should help them ramp a little bit easier, and for everybody that's a veteran here, it should just make a little bit more sense. So let's get into it. All right, so I've already logged into my MagHub site, and to begin setting up the new goals by category, you're going to jump into the settings menu over here. So you're going to go settings, and then you're actually, instead of going to sales, which is where this used to live, you're going to go to users. Now in the users, you're going to have a couple of different options. So the old sales goals is right here. This includes the print, the activity goals. I'm going to go there just real quick so you can remember what this looks like, right? This may or may not look familiar to you. If it doesn't, no worries. We're going to be moving everything towards this new sales goals right here. Okay, so click on the new one. And then you're going to go by rep. So I'll choose myself, and then by category, and then by year. And so the category, these are all set up by you, and these are service categories. So like I mentioned, this does include the digital impression sales, as well as any of the slot sales that you have set up as categories as well. So when I jump into this and say, hey, I'm gonna look at my digital impression sales by category for 2020, I can see all of what we are considering publications listed down here below. So any publications that you have set up under the digital impression side of things would be listed here. And same thing for, let's see if I can go newsletter. I bet you I have a couple. Yeah, here we've got two options based off of the newsletter and based off of the dollar value that you've got. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to enter in, some information. All right, so just kind of clicking through, entering some data, and then I'm going to hit save. So this is going to save that goal for me, and then I'd go back in and edit it for all the additional reps that I needed to across all different categories. It breaks everything into dollars by month. Looks like you can also make a couple bulk changes here by selecting this. Actually, I'm just learning on the spot. Looks like you can select the item and choose to create the dollar value across all publications to be the same. And then it looks like you can also clone these goals to any other reps in the system. So you can just select 3 or 4 or 5 different reps or 20 and just apply all of the goals to other reps inside the system. So this should make it really easy for you to set up one set of goals and apply it to lots of people or across multiple publications. And like I said, make it hopefully way easier than the previous model to set up these goals. This updates inside of any of the reports that show for goals, including the widgets, but the report that I'm going to show is the sales metrics. Let's see, let me just do a search. Sales rep goal metrics report. And so when I pull this for all months for 2020 across all reps, what I'm going to get here is, let's actually go just by me. And I'm going to get the report, and I want to break out the rep by the product category. And so I'm going to see all months, dollars sold, and then the associated goal, right? So you can see here I applied a lot of different dollar values to these newsletter sales. And so you can see here I'm at 57.6% to my goal for this. All right. There may also be ways for you to group by issue, right? So on the publication side of things, you may be looking at one rep across all different publications and issues, and then the goals that are set, right? So you got $5,000 for this April social media because it falls under that that category. Okay, that's the issue setup. The other piece that I wanted to show today that we changed was the menu setting inside of the admin portion of the site. So when you're creating anything related to a sales item that you're selling, it will be set up under products. So this products tab right here is new, and it should be pretty straightforward though. So you can think of anything that you're selling as a product, whether it's a service or a good or an advertisement. They're all falling under this products category from now on. So you've got publications, rate card setups, product categories, classifications for services, right? Impression products, slot products, any kind of store variants as well if you're using the e-commerce site. So everything is falling under products now, which should help you kind of group this and get to it a little bit faster. So that is update 9.4. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can take advantage of some of these new features that we added. All right, have a good week.